An ordinary day with an extraordinary twist. In the middle of a busy grocery store, amidst the hum of shopping carts and the beep of cash registers, a moment of quiet compassion unfolded. A young clerk named Ethan noticed a struggling mother at the checkout line, her face filled with worry as she counted her coins. What happened next would spark a wave of kindness that transformed an entire town. Stay with us as we tell the story of how one small gesture became a movement of generosity. A mother in need. A single mother, Claire, at the checkout line with her young daughter, nervously counting her money. Claire, a single mom working 2 jobs to support her little girl, had come to the grocery store to buy essentials. As she placed the last item on the conveyor belt, her heart sank. She didn't have enough to cover the bill. Embarrassed, Claire started to return some items, whispering an apology to the cashier. Ethan, the young clerk, watching the situation unfold from his register nearby. Ethan, a part-time clerk who worked evenings to save for college, noticed Claire's struggle. Without hesitation, he stepped forward and quietly covered the difference. "Don't worry about it," he said with a warm smile. "You've got enough on your plate." Claire's eyes filled with tears. She thanked him profusely, her voice shaking with gratitude. A ripple effect begins. Claire sitting at her kitchen table, inspired to make a change as her daughter colors beside her. That small act of kindness stayed with Claire long after she left the store. She couldn't stop thinking about how Ethan's simple gesture had lifted a weight off her shoulders. Inspired, she decided to start a support group for other single parents in her community, people who, like her, needed a little extra help and encouragement. Claire organizing a meeting, other single parents joining in, and the group growing in size. What began as a small gathering in Claire's living room soon blossomed into a thriving community. Parents shared resources, offered babysitting help, and exchanged advice. Word of the group spread, and soon, people across town were inspired to pay it forward in their own ways. A town united by kindness. A montage of small acts of kindness. A barista covering someone's coffee. A neighbor helping another carry groceries. Claire's story became the spark that ignited a chain reaction. A stranger left a note on a parked car, paying for someone's meter. A neighbor mowed an elderly couple's lawn. At the grocery store, others started covering small bills for those in need, just like Ethan had done for Claire. The community came alive with acts of generosity, each one inspired by the last. Ethan learns the impact of his kindness. Ethan returning to the store weeks later, greeted by a customer who thanks him for his kindness. Ethan had no idea how far his small gesture had traveled until Claire returned to the store one day. She told him about the support group, the stories of kindness spreading across town, and how it had all started with him. "You didn't just help me that day," she said. "You reminded me that kindness still exists and that it can change everything." Ethan smiling, humbled by the impact of his actions. The power of small gestures. Ethan's story reminds us that even the smallest acts of kindness can create waves far beyond what we imagine. Claire's story shows us that when we lift each other up, we build stronger, more compassionate communities. So, the next time you see someone struggling, ask yourself, what small act can I do to make a difference? Have you ever experienced a moment of kindness that changed your life? Or have you been inspired to pay it forward like Ethan? Share your story in the comments below. Let's create a ripple effect of positivity by inspiring others to act. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video, share it with a friend who could use some hope, and subscribe to our channel for more uplifting stories. Together, we can make the world a kinder place, one small gesture at a time. What would you do in their shoes? Ethan's simple act of kindness started something extraordinary, a chain reaction that touched an entire community. But now, imagine this. If you were in Ethan's shoes, what would you have done? Would you have stepped in to help Claire? Or perhaps thought of a different way to make a difference? Or what if you were Claire? How would you have passed on that kindness? We'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts in the comments below. How would you have responded in their situation? And while you're here, tell us about a moment in your life when kindness, whether given or received, made a lasting impact. Your story might inspire someone else to act, just like Ethan's gesture inspired Claire. Let's fill the comments with hope and positivity, and together, we can remind the world that even the smallest actions can create a ripple of change. If this story moved you, Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who could use a little inspiration, and subscribe to our channel for more uplifting tales. Let's keep the conversation going and spread kindness far and wide. Every story matters. Share yours and make a difference.